Good afternoon to everybody. My name is Dr. Timothy. I am a tutor on the CSIS 705 Cloud Computing under the authority of the Australian University, Nebraska, the USA. As you can see the screen, you've seen a self-guided learning resource for cloud computing. You can see my image there and also my personal website. So anyone that want to reach me can reach me through my website. You can check my website, or you can send a mail to me through the email displayed on the screen. Today, we are going to start the class. Today, March 24th of October 2025, and the class will be starting. This is 2:30, 2:37 p.m. Nigerian time. So this class is being recorded, as you can see, and we shall share the recording with you after night. This afternoon, I would like to start from this aspect. Here we have cloud computing basic. You can see when we say computing, anything computing means calculation. You compute, you calculate. And anything cloud means anything you are doing in the sky, anything you are doing in the cloud, anything you are doing in the internet, anything you are using cloud to do. So by the time you now combine the two together to have cloud computing, it means the arithmetics or the calculation taking place in the cloud. Anything that takes place in the cloud that involves computing, that involves arithmetic, that involves multiplication, division, or forming an image, or doing any analysis you are doing, anything you are doing in the cloud is called cloud computing. So as far as this course is concerned, the cloud computing is very wide because anything we are doing in the real world, we can also do it in the cloud. So it means that the direction I would like to go depends on the lecturer that take the course. So for me now, I will go into a particular direction. I will do some work in the cloud, which of course we are going to need some software to be installed. So as time goes on, I will introduce you some software which you are going to install in your system so that the class will be much more interactive with everyone. Because I would like everyone to interact with me when I'm having the class. I don't like talking alone in the class. So I like to interact with the students when I'm having the class. So that's my own method. Cloud computing is delivery of various computing devices, including server, storage, databases, networking, software, analytics. Can you see now? Analytics and intelligence. So if you are using AI in the cloud, it's still cloud computing. If you are storing any data in the cloud, it's still cloud computing. If you are dealing with servers in the cloud, it's still cloud computing. If you are storing database in the cloud, it's still cloud computing. Anything we are doing that involves cloud is allowed in this course. Either networking, either developing a new software, anything we are doing, anything that deal with cloud is called cloud computing. So over the internet, known as cloud, instead of owning their own computing infrastructure or data content centers, organizations can rent access to anything from application to storage from a cloud service provider. But now we have some cloud service providers. So you can't just go to the cloud and say, this is my land and I want to build something here. No, 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 no. Some people hold the cloud and you have to consult them and either you want to rent, you pay for a particular month or weeks or year. So that means you want to rent or you want to own, you can own permanently. So it's possible. So cloud service provider is a modern alternative to our traditional IT infrastructure. You see, when we have IT also here, when we have some IT in the Nigerian sector, let me use that as a good example. You can see the MTN, the Etisalat, the Airtel, and so on and so forth. All these, they are all traditional infrastructure we have on the earth. But in the cloud, we have some cloud providers in the cloud. So it offers a wide range of cloud-based services over the internet. They are built to handle fluctuating demands of our business, which are difficult to manage by an on-premise system. The cloud service provider offer customers computing power. That is, they offer us computing power, the storage power, databases, access to networking capacity, and so on and so forth. So I think you are following me. Am I talking to somebody? Are you following me, please?
Yes, yes.
Yes,
Anybody
yes,
following
yes.
me?
We're
Is
hearing
anybody
you.
following me? Cloud
Yes.
service provider models. So we have about three models. The
Yes,
cloud
sir.
service
Yes, sir.
provider offers three services models. So the first is infrastructure as a service. That is IaaS. It is a cloud computing model that provides virtualized computing resources over the internet. Anything visual. So it is being provided by IaaS. It includes components such as virtual servers, storage, networking, and operating systems. So the cloud providers offer these resources as a pay-as-you-go basis. IaaS help you maintain control over your application data and operating system, while providers manage manage the underlying infrastructure. A good example is, for example, now in Nigeria we have MTN. So if you pay 100,000 naira to MTN now, what they are going to give you is not something you can touch. It's something factual. They will provide you with internet. And that is factual. That is factual. That's why it is called specialized component resources. We go to software as a service, SaaS. SaaS. The the SaaS model delivers software applications over the internet. So people, anyone that deliver any software in the cloud, so they are called SaaS, software as a service. Can you give me a sample of that? Example of that is Google Workplace, Microsoft, even Python, R, SAS, Stata, and so on and so forth. All these services they are available in the cloud, and their software. Their software. So they are available on their software. So the third one is platform as a service. The PaaS model provides a platform for developers to build, deploy, and manage applications without worrying about the underlying infrastructure. It offers you a complete deployment environment for coding, testing, and deployment. This platform will be hosted in the cloud, and the cloud service provider will take care of the maintenance. The PaaS providers include Google App Engine, Microsoft Azure, and so on. So even the the this ChatGPT is an example of PaaS. What is the platform? It's a platform where we build, where we deploy, where we manage, where we apply, where we deploy, where we do so many things. So any engine that exists in the cloud, they are called platform as a service. Choosing the best cloud service provider for your business. So now this depends on the type of business you want to engage in. Today, there are a number of CSP options. That is, CSP means choosing uh, the cloud computing service provider, cloud service provider, CSP options available in the market. So how will you choose the best provider for your business? There are numerous factors to be considered before choosing your cloud provider for your business. If your business is something that deal with advertisement and you want to build a website, so that means you go for the available engine on the web, like WordPress, like probably like HTML, CSS, Java, JavaScript, all these they are available on the web. So that is type of business you want to do. So business requirements. So another one is security and compliance. So what is security of your work that you want to do? So that's the factor. That's the factor. Another one is what? Performance and reliability. Then cost and pricing models. Then you have vendor reputation and market standing. So now we go to another one. Another one is top cloud service provider in the market. So what are the top service providers in the market? Amazon is part of the top. Amazon Web Service. Then these are benefits of Amazon. Then you go through the note. Then you have Microsoft Azure. This is Microsoft Azure is the world's second largest cloud service provider. So I think for my notes, Amazon is a cloud computing platform launched 2006 by Amazon. AWS is the largest cloud service provider with a market share of 31%. It offers its services to thousands of businesses, including startups, large enterprise, and government organizations. So I think you can see they follow by what? By Microsoft Azure. Then after that, followed by what? Google Cloud Platform. So Google Cloud Platform ranks the third largest cloud service provider. GCP is a major cloud provider uh, that offers advanced analytics, artificial intelligence, and what? And machine learning capability. So can you now see the reason why I said cloud computing is very wide? It depends on the area I want to go. So I can go to any area and use it for you as an example. So now you also have the benefits. So the benefits, then that's what Oracle Cloud Infrastructure. Then after that, you have the benefits. Oracle provides a dependable and quick architecture that is ideal for demanding business workload. Oracle's smooth interface with on-premises system simplify hybrid cloud developments. It protects your data and apps from attacks with advanced security features like encryption and zero trust architecture. Oracle works with other cloud providers like Microsoft Azure for flexible multi-cloud strategies. So you can see after that you have Alibaba Cloud. Alibaba Cloud. So you can see now this is how it looks like. Then you have the benefit. Look at the benefit of Alibaba Cloud. Then look at this IBM Cloud. IBM Cloud. Then you got the benefit. Then you have Digital Ocean Cloud. So look at the image and the benefits. Then you have Core Wave. Look at the image, benefit. Then you have what? Tencent Cloud. Then you have benefit. You have Cisco Cloud Solutions. Cisco. Then benefits. Then you have Red Hat Hybrid Cloud. Red Hybrid Cloud. So look at what? VMware Cloud Solutions. So all these they all exist in the cloud. So you have now cloud deployment models. Cloud services are typically deployed under different deployment models. Each designed to meet very varying needs of organizations and users. The standard cloud deployment models is crucial for making a strategic IT solutions, balancing cost versus control, then ensuring compliance and data governance, then supporting research, businesses and innovation. So we have public cloud, a model in which cloud infrastructure and services are owned and operated by third-party cloud services provider. So Amazon Web Services, Amazon Azure, and so on. This is the called cloud, public cloud. And look at the characteristics. Resources are shared across multiple organizations. Pay as you go pricing. You know, if you want to buy anything on your Google now, you pay. You want to buy data now, you pay. You want to buy credit, you pay. So only the amount of money you pay is what you're going to get. So you have the advantages and also the limitations. Then you have the use cases, startups and SME, application development and testing, video analytics requiring elastic computer resources. Then you have private cloud, a model in which cloud infrastructure is dedicated to exclusive to a single organization. It may be managed entirely or hosted by a third party. So it's called private cloud. So by the time you pay for a particular, maybe you want to have your website being inscribed with your name, and you pay for it. You pay for that website. You bought like 20 gig or 50 gig or 100 gig for your website. So in that website, it is now become private cloud. So anything you are doing on that website, it is owned and managed by the organization, by you as the IT expert in the organization. But the public one is, for example, now if you have a Gmail account, that Gmail account is the public cloud, but Gmail is public cloud. But if you have an account with the organization, it's a private cloud because that email the organization is owned by the organization. It's not owned by Google or by Azure. So look at the advantages and reasons, and also look at the use cases. Hybrid, a combination of both public and private cloud infrastructure that work together, enabling data and applications to be shared between them. That is called hybrid. Look at the example. Look at the merits. Then you have community cloud. Community cloud is, is shared by several organizations with similar requirements. Example, mission, security, compliance, division, and so on and so forth. Okay, and a good example is this. You may have, you may buy a particular cloud, and from there, you now have some subdomains, up to like 5 or 6, or 3 or 4 subdomains. When you have subdomains, you share them together. The main you bought is probably is maybe is mf.org. You now begin to share the mf.org into different components. That's called community cloud. Look at the example, look at the advantages and analysis, limitation and usage, the emerging deployment trend. So what are the deployment trends? Multi-cloud strategy, distributed cloud, then sovereign cloud. So now from there, you have the implementation for research and industry. So this place now will discuss the research, will discuss the industry, will discuss the policy and governance. So how does the cloud facilitate all these areas? Are being used all these areas. So thanks for listening. Do you have any question, please? Because I've given you the notes ahead of this class. So I believe because I've gone through the notes before now. Please, if there's any question, can we have it from you?
Hello, sir. I have a question.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you very much, sir, for the presentation. My question is on section 3.5, which talks about emerging deployment trends. I would like you to throw more light on multi-cloud strategy, especially when it's emphasizing that you have multiple cloud providers to avoid vendor locking and all that. So I want to be sure that the perspective I have on it is correct. I'm looking at it from the point of saying, okay, an organization is subscribing to, for example, we have a solution to deploy, and we are saying, okay, we are having a subscription on Amazon, and at the same time having a backup on probably on Google platform also, so that we always have that availability. I don't know if that is what it's actually referring to. Thanks.
Exactly. What is very simple. You know, from my previous notes I gave you from the top notes, I said the Amazon, the Google, they are all interconnected. So a company can be dealing with Amazon, Google, and what have you, more than 2, 3. So that becomes Google. That becomes multi-cloud strategy. How you are getting me now? You can launch your company's name with more than 2, 3 cloud providers, and to be and if it's accepted, that means you are using multi-cloud strategy method. Is it clear now?
Yes, sir. So another perspective, another angle, sir.
Let me give you an example locally. On my system here now, I have a service provider, MTN, I have Airtel, I have Glo. The 3 of them are standby, and the 3 of them are automatically connected with my system. So anytime Glo or maybe MTN fumble, the Airtel will take over immediately within a second. To take over. So anytime Airtel fumble, the MTN will take over. or any, if the three of them are active, the one that has the highest strength will be at the top, while others will be following him. So if the one at the top fumble or crashes, the one that follow it will take over immediately. So that means the system will not crash. That my comparison with you will not crash. You won't notice anything at all in my system. That is an example. That's an example locally. So the same thing applicable to organization. Hello.
Hello, that is okay, sir. That's fine, sir. It's better understood now. The other part of the question, sir, is that how do we ensure interoperability and compatibility using such a multiple platform as applicable in cloud solutions now?
How do we ensure what?
Interoperability and compatibility, because necessarily all of them would use the same standard necessarily, or is that the case that you have a common standard for everybody to operate with?
If you read my note very well, I said they are interconnected. It's like three companies selling the same product, but giving it different brand name. It's like four companies selling a product that serves the same purpose, but with different brand name. So they are interconnected. They are interrelated. So their compatibility will not be difficult because they are already interconnected. By the time they want to develop R was developed from S language. By the time they want to develop Python was developed from a combination of Java, JavaScript, and SQL. So can we now see the internet now? Can we now see that? That's why you see Java being connected with Python. That's how you see when we write Python code in a Jupyter notebook, it will open when you get to Python. It will open when you get to RStudio environment. It will open in so many IDEs because they are already interconnected. So they are compatible. So the compatibility is automatic because they are already interconnected. Have I done well?
Very well, sir. Thank you very much.
All right. Other questions, please. Other questions, please.
Okay, sir. Hello, sir. You mentioned that if you are connecting to multi-cloud using multi-cloud strategy, you said if they connect. So is it possible that sometimes they may not be connected? It is not possible for them to connect at the same time?
I do not understand your question.
I said you said if you are using different cloud service providers, and you want to use different service provider, and you said if they connect, because when you try to answer Mr. Oludare question the other time, you said if they connect or if they are compatible. So is it possible that they cannot work on the same system in every situation?
They can work on the same system once they are compatible. They can work on the same system. All of them exist in the cloud.
Okay.
So the cloud is very large. The one that has the highest strength to you at the particular point in time. That's why by the time you want to, when you look at R software, if you want to download the package in R, so they will tell you to choose a cloud. So you go to choose a cloud that is very close to your country. I am in Nigeria at the moment. The one that is close to my country here is UK Bristol. So I usually choose UK Bristol as my cloud, as my own cloud, because I assume it is nearer to me. So I cannot go and choose Brazil because Brazil is very far to me. So I will somebody can be in probably in North America and choose Brazil. And choose Brazil because that place is very close to him. So the strength of that cloud will be much more, will be higher than somebody who is in Nigeria.
Okay.
I think you get my point now.
Yes, noted, sir. Thank you, sir.
Any other question, please? Okay, please. I prefer when I'm teaching, I prefer people asking me questions when I get the particular heading and the way I explain is not clear to you. Please, I prefer you ask me questions under that particular heading before I move on, not at the end of the whole story. Because by the time we get to computing, if you do not ask me question when I get to the stage, and you're asking me that question after which I have completed my work, that will not look as if you are bringing me back. And I will not like it because I would like to carry almost everybody along when I'm doing the competition. So please, let us try to adhere to that simple guideline so that I can carry almost everybody along. That's my own system. I like to carry people along when I'm working. So that will reduce your burden, your stress. But then you get to the final destination of your work.
Hello, sir.
So let's take note of that, please.
Hello.
So if there's no question, since I've already shared this note with you ahead of the class, so it's very easier for you to go through. And by the grace of God, I'm going to give out an assignment on these particular notes, so which will involve individual submission and grading will be started immediately. So on these notes, I'd like to suspend the class until we meet another time. Thank you,
Hello,
and God bless you all.
Hello.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Hello, sir.